Sales at nationwidenewsnetwork.com or call 876-630-1210 to book your vendor space today. Ladies, tune in to the Design Studio on July 5 from 1 to 3 p.m. as we broadcast live from the Garden Group Ladies Expo. Come to Jamaica's Ultimate Ladies Day at the National Arena. Experience over 100 exhibitors featuring fashion, beauty, food and wine tastings, health, finance, career tips, live entertainment, and more. Gather your girlfriends for an unforgettable day of glam, growth, and great vibes. Can't make it? We got you covered. Tune in to the Design Studio on July 5 from 1 to 3 p.m. It's the Garden Group Ladies Expo, the ultimate ladies' day out. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Garden Group and Stewart's Automotive Group.
And if you hear something, go on, bend your back, go on, bend your knees.
Everything loud and wicked every Saturday 3 to 5 p.m. with Outside with Pepita. Loan vibes, loan laughs, and loan entertainment. Come on the road with me. Cause when we say Outside with Pepita, we're there all over Jamaica. Anyway, check them out. We're there. We're in on the business. Stay tuned in for prizes, surprises, giveaways, guest artists, and enough more. But hold on there. We forget to big up my DJ. DJ Jerome the Shell Boss, I'm gonna make it bust to pew pew with the baddest, and latest tune. So look out for Outside with Pepita. We might be coming to a town near you. You heard it here first. Outside with Pepita, Saturdays 3 to 5 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. The new revolution in media. Jamaica, lock it in and don't miss a thing.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We're having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM. Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide News at this hour, fired.
Also tune in to the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business, and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From
who feels for the victim of the past?
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news.
Is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I'll soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Sweat it.
Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
Jamaica, our young people are world leaders, innovators, and game changers. They are creative, intelligent, bold, and they are champions. My youths, you have the power to transform Jamaica. Our country needs your ideas, your opinions, your solutions, and your support. Full time now, we kick out crime and violence, rape culture, unemployment, and all of the other problems in Jamaica land we love. I'm Empress Scolding, encouraging all young people to come make with Talk Up, on Talk Up Radio. Go on with it, youths. Talk Up Youth. Myself a Talk Up Youth.
And so we come to know these youths and show these youths. Talk up inside the youths to know them roots. Nurture them, protect and love and hear these youths. Use to make them know I love we show these youths.
Let's give the youth, kill the youth, a bill we come to build the youth. Up chicken food and kill the youth, a bill we come to build the youth. Empower and then skill the youth, a bill we come to build the youth. Youth in action, Jamaica, we are kill the youths. They are the youth in Jamaica.
You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence, you youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time.
Tell the people.
Who feels for the victim of the pastor brute? Talk up youth. Hands in the cookie jar as you start to shoot. Talk up youth. Pull in the taxi man car when you walk the route. Talk up youth. Go on to school in uniform and your khaki suit. Walk up youth.
Talk up youth and talk the truth. I ask for the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths. Here and nationwide, 90 FM. Every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush.
You feel that, right? You feel that energy? We are one. One love. One life. Let's live it right.
All I need is good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking high G-O-D, yeah. Good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking high G-O-D. Need the amethyst, the rose quartz, that blow right, crystal vision, intuition, foresight. Even my lucid dreams started getting more bright. Now I waste more days and I live for more nights. I get high on life cause it feels more right, yeah. Tell me what's wrong from right. It's all connected, energy can never die. One in the dark, but I chose to be the light. Look at me funny, I like. Words of advice. Don't kill my vibe. No more depression, please don't kill my pride. Roll the religion, I'm catching them green lights. Spread out my wings, I'm catching them free flights. Free as a bird, out of sight. Singing every little thing gonna be alright, yeah. Hey, 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 ah, hey, hey, ah, hey, hey. High frequency, we need that 528, 963, light up the sage, smelling like hickory, trying to heal scars. I got different type of injuries, holistic medicine, different type of remedies. Human blood, I'm feeling like a different type of entity. It's a random bomb violent aborigines, looking at the stars, fascinated by the symmetry. Vibing with the tribe, making feel this energy. You real what you thought it was a mystery. Manifested everything around me. Literally, if I want it, then I gotta tell you what I really need. I really need that good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking high G-O-D, yeah. Good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking high G-O-D, yeah. I made it, yeah. Blessings gonna find me, yeah. Oh yeah. Favor gonna find me, yeah. Oh yeah. I miss say money gonna find me, yeah. Blessings gonna find me, yeah. Oh yeah. Round and round, these seasons I've been facing, but this year, your blessings I'm embracing. Hey, healing have to come my way. Blessings have to come my way. Winning, we winning and we here to stay. It's the blessings me say will find me, yeah. Oh yeah. I miss if I'm gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Tell them that money gonna find me, yeah. Oh yeah. I miss if blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Tell them me claim it. All my blessings, my name it. With faith me I go own it. Nothing shall get home it. Speak life, it is a new day. All things that I'm a past, yeah. Welcome to the new year. Me step out in faith and no fear. Blessings go find me, yeah. Oh yeah. I miss if I'm gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Money gonna find me here. Oh yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me here. Oh na.
Plenty scores, yeah. So they no believe us, yeah. When I got the bless us, them out the sharp like scissors. So they try their best to the pressure me, but I live my life as a nobody. I live my life cause peace of mind is underrated, oh. That's why I'm patient, oh. Cause I know my time is now. When nobody want me, oh. Peace of mind is underrated, oh. That's why I'm patient, oh. Cause I know my time is now. When nobody want me, oh. So far, no good. Every day I'm up to something. So far, so good. I'm up and go through. I remember I was wanting when guys were planting. I see something. That's why I go get good. My story not that good. Big body, she for me. Victoria, run to me. That's why I go. Anytime I show, no apology. I'm okay, cause I know that peace of mind is underrated, oh. That's why I'm patient, oh. Cause I know my time is now. And nobody want me, oh. Peace of mind is underrated, oh. That's why I'm patient, oh. Cause I know my time is now. And nobody want me, oh. I dey hear plenty scores, yeah. So they no believe us, yeah. When I got the bless us, them out the sharp like scissors. So they try their best to the pressure me, but I live my life as a nobody. I live my life cause peace of mind is underrated, oh. That's why I'm patient, oh. Cause I know my time is now. And nobody want me, oh. Peace of mind is underrated, oh. That's why I'm patient, oh. Cause I know my time is now. And nobody want me, oh.
Big small
Sharing the experience at Fontana Pharmacy. We have a wide variety of items in store just for you. Fill your prescriptions while you shop. And senior citizens enjoy 10% off. Shop household, cosmetics, toys, and many other departments. We also offer curbside pickup and delivery. Visit our website at fontanapharmacy.com. Fontana Pharmacy, where it's all good inside.
Ladies, tune in to the Design Studio on July 5 from 1 to 3 p.m. as we broadcast live from the Garden Group Ladies Expo. Come to Jamaica's ultimate Ladies' Day at the National Arena. Experience over 100 exhibitors featuring fashion, beauty, food and wine tastings, health, finance, career tips, live entertainment, and more. Gather your girlfriends for an unforgettable day of glam, growth, and great vibes. Can't make it? We got you covered. Tune in to the Design Studio on July 5 from 1 to 3 p.m. It's the Garden Group Ladies Expo, the ultimate ladies' day out. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Garden Group and Stewart's Automotive Group.
And if you hear this something, go on, bend your back, go on, bend your knees.
What? Is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I'll soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Sweat. Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales at nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
Real ghetto youth, we know the struggles, we know the truth, alright. Real ghetto youth, Maja Bless representing for Talk Up Youth.
Welcome to the Talk Up You radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, coming to you right here on the best revolution station in Jamaica, Nationwide 90 FM. And whether you are listening to us on the 90.3, the 90.5, the 90.7 or the 90.9 FM band, Digiplay or Flow, we are glad to have you here this nice sunny morning in Kingston City. And if you're just joining us on Nationwide 90 FM today, you're listening to none other than the voice of your boy Malik, and I am joined by
Matthew James. It's been a while, you know. It's been
a real long time. So it's an M&M episode today. Yes, I actually got one of these things at Corn every week, right? But how are you, Matthew?
I'm good, you know. It's back to being the hot seat after taking that long hiatus. Focus on exams and all of that stuff. But yeah, today should be a good program.
I think so too, and I'm glad to have you back. So how is the summer going for you so far?
To be honest, it's going pretty good. Okay. I have a summer job lineup.
Nice.
Going out with friends and family. You know, I can't complain right now.
Good
Can't
stuff.
complain.
And of course, we have to deal with the heat. But we'll get more into that, you know, about our summer experiences later in the show. Now, today's episode is about new chapters. Now, change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. John F. Kennedy. And today's focus on new chapters, we're talking about transitional seasons. Those exciting yet sometimes uncertain times where we're moving from one phase of life to another. And so today we're focusing on one of the biggest transitions you'll ever make. Graduating from high school and stepping into university life. That's a big deal.
I'm telling you.
Not like the KFC big deal, but a big deal. So, as you close the chapter on high school and open the door to new experiences, opportunities, and challenges, we'll be exploring what it takes to thrive in this new environment, from managing your time and finances to building new relationships and finding your place on campus. We'll dive into some of the highs and lows of university life. And join us as we chat with students and we'll call them experts about how to navigate these transitional seasons with confidence, resilience, and purpose and optimism. So let's make this journey together.
Now, coming up in the show, in the first half of the show, we will be focusing on performance and transition from the high school level. Our guests will be my good friend David Hamilton and Diana White. David is a grade 11 senior prefect and student council president at Arden, a member of the Debating Society and an NAFA TIP anti-human trafficking advocate and a member of JADE. Now, Diana is a member of the Arden Drama Club, SFA, the Japanese Cultural Research Society, among many other areas of specialty.
Nice.
Now, later in the show, we will turn our attention to university life, welcoming students to the world of tertiary education. Joining us are Cavan Lewis, Publication Committee Chair, Rajay Bennett, Hall Chairman, and Olivia Jade Gibbs, Deputy Hall Chairwoman.
And if we have some time, we'll of course share our social media highlights before we wrap up this week. So hop onto the YouTube live as well and vibe with us. Good morning, YouTube family. We're here until 1 p.m. Lots more in store, including, as we said, some social media highlights. So listen to Talk Up Youth Radio Show here or online at nationwideradiojm.com. That's nationwideradiojm.com, or get the Nationwide app in your relevant app store. You can also watch us on our YouTube at Nationwide 90 FM. So keep it locked into the station you can trust. Let's switch over to the break. This is the Talk Up Youth Radio Show at Youth-led Talk Up Youth production. Stay tuned for more Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie.
Talk Up Youth.
We'll soon come back.
And I do what make me happy, and nobody can deny me that I'm blessed. I'm at the rough around the edges, maybe yes. I keep it nappy and I do what make me happy, and nobody can deny me that I'm blessed. Self-preservation, self-elevation, these days they deserve celebration. No hesitation, no reservation. Go for the big leagues, no relegation. Let's celebrate life, kick back and take 5, and give thanks to the source that create life. To see a sunset or see a sunrise, and see my son born with these same eyes. To see my son smile bright in every gray sky. He's growing so fast, that's why every day I give it 100, now stop at 90. Praise the Almighty, the Father and 90.
I'm feeling blessed, oh. Say tonight me and my guys say tonight no go stress, oh. Say tonight me and my guys can get make I tell you, say my life is like a movie. And if I tell you all these things, I don't see truly. Say my eyes don't see before my life come be. Say many try to fool me, but I did pray for my enemies and truly. And I did pray for my kids, that's my blessings. Pray for the friends I lost, I pray you never see no loss. Yeah. Pressure, it turn to pressure. I don't see where pressure make man record. Yeah, so make you live your life with judge and no regret. With my pressure, I got it, man, so get control. My brother make you know, life when I dey live, say I dey live, I'm on the low. Hustle every day, I'm willing just to take control. Never buy the money, man, I'm staying in my zone. Yeah, so I'm feeling blessed, oh. Say tonight, me and my guys, we can be. See, I don't wanna talk about the things we go make me frown tonight. See, I just wanna hold on to my corner with my lady, make she cool me down. See, I just wanna hold on to my corner with my lady, make she cool me down.
Around the edges, baby, yes. I keep it happy and I do what make me happy. And they can't deny me that I'm blessed. I'm at the rough around the edges, baby, yes. I keep it happy and I do what make me happy. And they can't deny me that I'm blessed.
I'm feeling blessed. Say tonight, me and my guys. No go stress up. Say tonight, me and my guys Come on, go check out the body. The body that check out she body. Come on, get me my shit no more. The body she never my big mama. Spiritual.
Upgrade your home or business with Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Explore a range of termite-resistant plywood, quartz, solid surface, and granite. Experience timeless elegance with our cedar doors, crafted from premium cedar stock, kiln-dried for durability and beauty. For quality and craftsmanship, visit us at the Trade Center Kingston 10 or Hatfield, Mandeville. Call 876-963-062 8-30. Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Transform your space today.
Everything loud and wicked every Saturday 3 to 5 p.m. with Outside with Pepita. Lone vibes, lone laughs, and lone entertainment. Come on the road with we. Cause when we say Outside with Pepita, we're there all over Jamaica. Anyway, check them out. We're there. We're in on the business. Stay tuned in for prizes, surprises, giveaways, guest artists, and enough more. But hold on there. We forget to big up my DJ. DJ Jerome the Shell Boss, I'm gonna make it bust to pew pew with the maddest, baddest, and latest tune. So look out for Outside with Pepita. We might be coming to a town near you. You heard it here first. Outside with Pepita, Saturdays 3 to 5 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. The new revolution in media. Jamaica, lock it in and don't miss a thing.
Talk Up Youth and talk the truth. I ask the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths here and nationwide 90 FM every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush.
Welcome back to the Talk Up You radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, coming to you live here on Nationwide 90 FM. And if you're just joining us, you're in for a fantastic educationistic episode, and you're joined by the M&M's Malik and
Matthew.
And today it's all about new transitions. And speaking about one of the most, I would say, biggest transitions you'll ever have, or memorable transition you'll have in your life, which is the transition from high school to university. You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, graduation, it felt like yesterday, you know. And
it was just yesterday.
with these two, they know what I'm talking about. They were there.
So, you know, Matthew, I think what's so monumental about that is you're just going through a lot of mixed emotions. You're kind of relieved that high school is finally done, but then you're also very anxious, nervous, excited what will the future hold. Especially if you know, whether you had an older sibling or a relative or just seeing other people go through university, you're like, wow, I'm gonna do this now.
Yeah, and not only that, but seeing your friends as well. Like, something in you is like, all right, this is probably the last time I'll ever see you.
These people, yeah.
Yeah, and growing up with them from grade 7 especially, it's kind of heart-wrenching still if you think about it like that. But, you know, this is not the end, you know. You're going to see them at one point in the future again. But I know for sure that was definitely going through my mind.
As well. Interesting. So tell us now, we have two guests here that you pulled to join us today on the Talk Up Your Radio show. Who are they?
Yes, so on my right is David Hamilton and Diana White is on my left. So
it's the M's and the D's. David and Diana. So welcome to the Talk Up Your Radio show, David and Diana. How are you first? Let's start with Diana.
I'm fine. I'm very blessed to be here. Very
Excited.
All right, what about you, Dave?
Never excited. I'm happy to be here. I like myself on radio, so I will look forward to enjoying this time.
All right, you're gonna talk up. So,
in terms of graduation, right? Just run me through how that experience felt. Seeing your friends, your family there celebrating your achievements. Starting with David.
It was good. I've always looked forward to sixth form graduation because it have this little vibe about it. I don't think not anything against grade 11 Val service, but sixth form graduation is it. And this year we made sure that it was it. I think it being pushed back due to Cape sighting a little earlier allowed us to soak it in more. We enjoyed it more because we not say after we graduate we're not for the exam. So it was a sweeter feeling, but it was a wonderful experience. I was mostly happy because I prepared myself mentally after Cape saying, all right, I'm going to say goodbye to you now and all of that. So it was more happy than sad for me. And I'm happy. I'm happy for the time that I spent there. My 7 years were well spent, I can say.
All right, Diana.
For me, I still haven't come to terms with the fact that I'm not going to see some of my friends again. So it's like, I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad, but the graduation service itself was very good. I actually liked the little reflection video at the end.
Yeah.
We got to see like where we were coming from grade 7 to now, and it was, oh my god, it was
A moment.
beautiful. Yeah, it was a moment for real, because like we were crying, some of us were crying in the back because it was like we got to see where we're coming from. So it was very nice, and to be there with family and friends, it was
enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're two shining stars of the Arden High School.
That's
Tell us a little bit of your background. You know, what are some of the activities you're involved in at school? I hear some new clubs like some Japanese something. I'm like, huh? You just know about science club, football club, quiz club. Tell me about some of the activities you're involved in and some of the positions you held in some of these clubs. Starting with Diana and then David.
Okay, so to start off, I founded the cheer team.
Okay.
I was the president of the cheer club. I managed the social media for the Sixth Form Association. The secretary for Slam Poetry, because that was a new club, Slam Poetry. I'm trying to remember. It's a lot.
I can imagine all your uniform couldn't hold a pin there.
I had a lot of badges. I have a lot of badges. About the Japanese Cultural Club, that was a club. It was there from grade 7. I started in grade 7, and then it kind of got disbanded like after grade 9 during COVID. But I was a part of that as well. I don't remember anything else I was doing, honestly.
What about you, David?
I have served as student council president for the past year. I was a grade 11 senior prefect for the past year as well. I'm the outgoing president of the Arden Debate Society, founder and president of the Arden Red Cross, co-president of Arden Model United Nations, senior vice president for the Arden Law Society. We can just stop at this.
You have a whole list. Like you can write your CV twice.
I had to look because I had to write it down, so I could remember. Because a lot of the time I realize that if I don't write it down or I look at my resume, I forget.
And that's a fair point. But how did you guys balance it all? You know, you're involved in so many activities and clubs, plus a demanding Cape A-level syllabus. You know, how do you explain to other listeners as well? What was the balance like? You know, your time management. Was it always A-okay every day? You know, type of vibe?
Not all the time. Some of the time when you're getting a little less sleep, you can get a bit cranky. But I've learned since fifth form, in particular, balancing some of the clubs that I'm responsible for now. I came up as VP or a treasurer in some of those clubs. So I realized that club time is club time, work time is work time. Important. So what I've tried to do is to not let it spill over into my personal life too much, which is a little tricky sometimes, especially when it's busy, when you have prefix week and student council week, and that week was hell. But we made it through. We made it through. But I've tried to, at a certain time, I cut off. So I say, all right, if I'm going to give it till 10 o'clock, any message come after 10 is a bit late, but it's grace. If it come after 10, not going to look at it. So I go to bed at 12 sometime. I don't advise that, but from 10 to 12 is a little bit of my time.
Got you. What about you, Diana?
I'm the complete opposite. I do not sleep. Like, for the last year, sixth form, I go to bed at 3 and then get up at 5 to go to school. It's very bad.
How do you do that?
Where's your rest? Diana 1 in the morning and somehow she's answering
I'm
me.
up. I'm always up. But that didn't put me off from getting my work done,
right,
and managing my clubs. But I chose not to sleep. That was my choice. Do not make that choice, guys. But that was my choice.
Thank you, please.
So I do club activities from when school over to about like minutes to 6, because I finished cheer training at that time.
Okay.
And then when I get home, I get my assignments done. And then if I choose to stay up and watch something or to just brush up on other stuff, then that's up to me. But I don't normally sleep. Don't advise it again. But yeah, that's...
And the beauty of sixth form too is that you don't have contact sessions right throughout the day. So what I did, I utilized that to do a lot of the work. So if I'm not in a class, I'm in the library doing some work.
Excellent. Right. So that's your time management right there. Yeah, Matthew.
There was one activity in particular that stood out to me because I've known David since grade 7 and I never knew this about him. It was the anti-human trafficking advocate. So
that's the tip.
Yeah. How did you get into that?
Right, so interestingly enough, I got into that through JADE, the Jamaica Association for Debating and Empowerment.
Yes, big up JADE. Talk of youth, family, friends, you know.
So around last year, in July actually, coming up to National Anti-Human Trafficking Day, which is July 30 every year, they wanted some young people to participate in a panel for a conference on July 30. And then I met Miss Audrey Budai, which is the chairperson for that aspect of it. And I was like, interesting. I kind of like this, get a good vibe from it. And it opened up my eyes to the reality of human trafficking, because it's something that we say, oh, it exists. But when you really see a deep dive and you get to explore that world, you realize that it's something really serious. And most people who experience it are in a little box. And they stay in that box. So awareness is very important so that they can get the help that they need and that we can get others around them to get the help that they need as well. But it's something that is really strong. It's something that sits on my heart because I love advocacy, but this particularly stands out to me because in trafficking situations, it's not always something that you can control. Sometimes it's a parent, a family member, or a trusted family friend.
Yes.
So that really hit a spot in my heart to say, you know what? Let me use my voice to better the lives of others or to help others. So not just use my voice as a debater and as a public speaker as an advocate. And that led me into my role as student council president to advocate for the people. So that really opened up my advocacy, and then that transitioned into the school community.
Interesting. Thanks for sharing that, Matthew. I wouldn't have known that today if you never mentioned that about David as well. I'm curious though, in terms of the activities that you've done, you know, in reflecting now on your time, can you share with us what's one of your proudest moments, whether it's an achievement or an award or an activity you executed at school? Which one would you say is your proudest today and why?
I feel like I have an idea of what David might say. I can't lie. I feel like I have an idea. But Diana, you can start.
Well, I've done a lot of events at Arden, but I think the one that really sticked with me is modeling for events. I am was the creative director for the Fashion Society. So getting up on stage, modeling clothes that I visualized and made real, I think that would be one of my proudest achievements. And also starting the cheer club and the cheer team, because something like that isn't normalized at Arden. It's not normalized in a lot of traditional schools, but going to competitions and seeing like how cheering builds vibes and build energy in students, and it really empowers them as well to know that, okay, this is not only something you do at sports day. This is it's a big field of
a sport in its own.
It is a sport that you can go abroad and compete nationally, internationally. And I really wanted to get Arden there, but I set up the proper channels to ensure that they might get there someday. So knowing that I'm leaving some type of legacy like that behind really resonates with me as well.
Congrats on that and job well done. As you're saying, even if you didn't get the fruits now of the top award,
yeah, maybe someday.
Someday, but at least you can say you set up that foundation for Arden High School. Congrats on that.
And people should just like one model pan the good Saturday. I'm saying, they know how you come out here a bit so early and fix up.
Always have to come out. That's one thing I admire about
presentation is key. Young people must know that. You know, anywhere you go, you have to be prepared and presentable. Yes. What about you, David?
Right, so my favorite project that I implemented at Arden was our free little cupboard, which is to tackle period poverty. So it is a cupboard where we as a student council had placed some sanitary napkins and other things that females would need at that time of the month in that container, and it is free, so they can go take from it, and it's always replenished. So you'll never have to worry that, oh, if I'm at school and I can't afford to purchase the sanitary products, that I have to stay home or I have to go beg a friend or whatever. It's there in abundance, so you can just take from it, and we still have some stock for when school starts back in September. So even after I'm gone, I hope that project can live
continue and live on. You know, I think as both of you have said, and I think sometimes as young people we get caught up in the likes or the hype behind it, and we got it now and we want to see the fruit of our labor now. But what you've said is you set up a foundation from which even other generations after you can benefit from, and that's very, very crucial and important. And I would like to just congratulate you both on taking those steps to help improve your school community. But I want to shift a little bit because Matthew spoke about all the emotion behind graduation, and you're coming to the end of your sojourn in high school. What's the feeling now about going to university? What's that like? It's like a death sentence. It's like, oh my God, my world has come to an end. What's next?
Funny enough, I am envisioning myself out of university. Oh, I don't know.
Your previous year?
No, very, very, very previous.
Matthew, where's David going with this?
I'm the type of person that I plan everything. So where I'm at right now, I planned all of this from the beginning of sixth form.
Okay.
So I plan ahead. I sit down and I write. My mother always tells me I look like some mad scientist up in the middle of the night. I just write.
You're a strategist.
Right. So I strategize and I see myself coming up by X time. And if me can take 2 summer courses, I cut down the time, wouldn't mind it, because I have a particular age that I want to finish university. I say at X age, I will finish. So I think me mentally preparing myself when the challenges come, they don't really knock me down as bad as they would have if I were unprepared. So I try to, I know that it's a lot of work. And me with my overachievers have decided to take up one of the more difficult courses. I'm saying,
which is?
I want to do medicine.
Okay.
So I'm saying, it's not easy. I tell my mother some either go locks me or cut it off. So,
prepare for one of the extremes.
One of the extremes. So whichever one happens, just know that I told you in advance. So I think mentally preparing will definitely allow you to be a bit more comfortable when the stress leak.
What about you, Diana?
For me, I'm extremely excited. I don't know. There's just something about the new environment, and because I've been at Arden for 7 years, so going into a different institution with a different mindset, because some things in sixth form wasn't working. Like me staying up too late, that wasn't working. So going into university, I'd really like to change that. Opposite of David, my program is gonna be easy for me because I'm doing management studies and I like business. I like everything in business. So for me, that should be a breeze, especially since I did 2 units of MOB.
Ah, okay. Management of business in Cape.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that would really, it gives me a foundation to know like what I'm going to be looking forward to while doing that specific program. At UA. So
both of you are going to the University of the West Indies, Mona, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we won't be too far.
Yeah. Okay. I know, and I'm just throwing this out as well to just find out from you. Do you both intend to live on campus, or are you going to be commuters?
I'm thinking about commuting, but then and again, I've been advised by those ahead of me that with my course, it's best to live on campus.
Yeah.
I don't want to say which hall because the Arden people gonna come for me.
But you're thinking about living on hall as well. What about you, Diana?
I'm commuting.
Oh, you're commuting.
Definitely.
But do you think, and let me find out from you on this end until you get into the university space, there's a difference between commuters versus students who live on hall?
There is.
From your observations, what's that difference, if any?
The spirit of it is completely different. Because when you're on hall, like I saw a video with one of my friends that's ahead of me about December, this thing at you when everybody was just screaming for some reason.
Oh, you mean Founders Week?
Founders Week. That's a vibe. When you're a commuter, you're not gonna experience that. You'll just see the videos. And the walking something, the march. I feel like being on campus, you have that vibe, that energy. Whereas as a commuter, you can still experience it, but I really don't think it's the same.
What about you, Diana?
Honestly, I didn't even know there was that going on
Yeah,
campus. To
difference.
be honest, I'm not sure if there's a difference. Well, there is a difference, as David mentioned, that the vibe that would be like on campus would be completely different from you not being there. But me personally, I prefer to see the videos.
You walk with the vibes anyway, so.
But you see, the why I asked that question as well is you have the opportunity, if you're a commuter especially, to change that culture that you're seeing
That
of
is
just,
true.
they are them and we are us type of mentality, because, the people in the hall have a more diverse experience. You can make your experience just as diverse, and just like how you've been so involved at Arden in different clubs and societies, you can go and get involved in the commuters, for example, committee or council to help bring some of that vibe as well.
I was wondering that, because I was about to ask, since you guys are in, a long list of clubs and activities at Arden, I was wondering if that is going to be the same at UWI, or is it going to be too much? Because you said that, for example, with your course, it's going to be a lot. So I was wondering if
I'm very curious to hear what clubs they're thinking about joining as well.
My mother said no. She said I should be a student. So.
But you can be a balanced student too.
No, she said you have enough balance. Go be a student.
I'm opposite. I am going to try everything. I'm going to go in every club. Not every club, but the ones that I'm interested
Passionate about.
Once, I would like to do more advocacy. I'm actually inspired by David. I'm not gonna lie. Being on my program and being a part of clubs that you what's the
at
thing?
UA?
No, UN.
The UN model UN. Okay.
And EJLJ and clubs like that. I really like that type of work and debate. I'm going back into debate.
As you should.
I'm trying to go back into debate. I'm trying to be more all-rounded, do sports as well, and just do a balance, a bit of everything here and there while focusing on studying.
So all work and no play makes Jack a jail
Well,
adult boy.
David adult boy.
Well, I'm sure the passion, especially with the debate, will not leave him. I'm sure I'm going to hear that he's in the UWI debating society some way, somehow. But I like that spirit that you're thinking about, trying new things as well and trying things you already liked, to see if you still like them. But that's the space university provides for you as well. You can go out there and try new things, meet new people and have different experiences. And I like how you said, you've been in one place for 7 years. That's nearly a decade, guys. A decade. And that's a pretty long time. Do something different and test yourself at your boundaries to see what else, you're capable of, what other skill sets that you have that you want to develop as well.
Yeah, I agree. But with me, because I'm doing actual science.
Mad scientist, 101.
Science, and I've been hearing a lot of stuff about it. It's going to be strenuous, hard, all of that stuff. So I was wondering if I should pick up something as well, probably go back into football or something. But
something to relax in.
Yeah, it's important.
Something to take my mind off of the math, statistics, all of that stuff. So, I'm still debating on it, But hearing the views of Diana and David, I definitely have a lot to think about.
Do your pros and cons.
Do your pros and cons. But very important. And I think, as Diana just mentioned as well, find something else apart from the work to de-stress, because you can also network in that way through other clubs and societies. And you realize how through de-stressing you even get more energy to go back and get right back into the work. But I just want to say on behalf of your Talk Up Youth Radio family, how very proud of you we are to the D's, D Squared, Diana and David. And just to wish you guys, all the very best as you experience new challenges and take up this new transition into university life. But I think you already have the tools and the skill set from the foundation you received in high school to help you do well. So thank you for stopping by today and talking with us. Stick and stay, don't go away. We are the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of Jamaican youth. And you're going to come in and help us say, Talk Up Youth, Mr. F. Talk Up Youth. So come back.
In Jamaica, your rights are protected by our Constitution. From the right to education to freedom of expression, every citizen deserves respect and dignity. But remember, with rights come responsibilities. Let's uplift and respect each other and stand against injustice. Together, we can make Jamaica a better place for ourselves and future generations. Know your rights. Embrace your responsibilities. This message was brought to you by the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs.
Ladies, Tune in to the Design Studio on July 5 from 1 to 3 p.m. as we broadcast live from the Garden Group Ladies Expo. Come to Jamaica's ultimate Ladies Day at the National Arena. Experience over 100 exhibitors featuring fashion, beauty, food and wine tastings, health, finance, career tips, live entertainment, and more. Gather your girlfriends for an unforgettable day of glam, growth, and great vibes. Can't make it? We got you covered. Tune in to the Design Studio on July 5 from 1 to 3 p.m. It's the Garden Group Ladies Expo, the ultimate Ladies Day Out. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Garden Group and Stewart's Automotive Group.
And if you hear something, go on, bend your back, go on, bend your knees.
What? Is this real? Hey, Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I'll soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Sweat. Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales at nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
The race to 32. Nationwide 90 FM's coverage of the 2025 general elections. Coming soon.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We're having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM. Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide News at this hour, fired.
Also tune in to the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business, and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Benjamin. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From every whisper to every commotion.
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news.
How certain are you that you're taking proper care of your pets? How often do you take them to the vet? Just as we need annual checkups with our doctors, most pets need regular checkups too. Owning and caring for a family pet doesn't have to be a difficult or burdensome experience. Nationwide 90 FM has an exciting feature called Pets World that will help you take better care of your pets. Join Nationwide 90 FM every Wednesday at 6:50 a.m. during the program This Morning as we take you into the do's and don'ts of caring for your pets. That's Pets World every Wednesday at 6:50 a.m. during the program This Morning on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Real ghetto youth, we know the struggles, we know the truth, alright. Real ghetto youth, Maja Bless representing for Talk Up Youth.
Said I don't need you in the morning, but I need you now.
learn lessons. I need to give it all. I try to live, but I can't. I don't know why you're the one. Turn me out of my mind. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body. You don't need no other body.
Say not me they mess up your mind, and I me they make you free up your mind. Say your body talk to me nice. Say now my love you didn't need for your life. Yeah, our love no be lie. Say every day together, yeah, day and night. Yeah, if I leave you go by. Yeah, if you leave I go stroking your body, baby. Loving your body, baby. As you're whining your body, baby. So crazy. Loving your body, baby. Girl, you want need to me. I just wanna let you know. Hope every day
you don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body. You don't need no other body. Baby, everybody's the same. No one loves you like that. No one wants you the same way.
Up till the morning, my head wants to turn from your loving. I just wanna get you beside me.
Give me all you need. Give me all you need. Give me all you. Give me all you need. Give me all you need. Give me all.
Make I give you all you need. Every touch you need. Give you all. Make I give you all you need, baby. Yeah.
You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body.
Yeah.
You don't need no other body.
Girl, I want you there. Girl, I want you there. Promise to treat you loving. Whoa. When we touch, I will connect. Whoa. Say this love, I no regret. Whoa, yeah.
He don't cast, last. Now everybody go to breakfast.
Welcome back to the Talk of Youth radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, coming to you live on Nationwide 90 FM. Today's an M&M day, and today Matthew and Malik have been discussing, just new transitions overall. And, we're looking at the other end now. We spoke to students who are just leaving high school, going to university, their fears, their excitement. It was a very good episode with the D's, D squared and M squared. And now we are joined by Kayvon, Latifa, and Rajay from the El Rani Towers Hall at the University of the West Indies. Welcome. I think Rajan is the hall chair, Kayvon is a publications chair, and Latifa is the sponsorship chair. Did I get that right, guys?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes,
Rajay.
they are here. Rajay. All right. So, welcome. How are you guys doing today? Let's start with Kayvon.
Hi everyone, my name is Kayvon Lewis. I'm doing pretty well this morning. A bit tired, but I'm here nevertheless.
Rajay and Latifa.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Rajay Bennett. I'm the hall chairman and I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be invited.
Hi everyone, I'm Latifa Pusey. I'm the sponsorship representative and I am also happy to be here.
Well, Towers is here and Towers are the teapot, the wolves. They're very excited to be here with us today, Matthew. Sure. But let's just dive right in. We're speaking about transitions and just moving from one level of school to the other. You guys are now in third year? You're going to third year September or second, third year type of a thing. Tell us about what would you say to your upper sixth form self today based on your experiences at university so far?
I think my experience would be to not stress yourself or be too difficult on yourself because
Right.
you won't necessarily figure out what exactly you want to do. Some people, even when they're at university and they're actually doing a degree, they still don't know what exactly, or whether that degree is right for them. So don't pressure yourself. Transitioning from high school to university is a new experience that you have to take by, steps and different levels. For myself, I started doing international relations, but in the upcoming year I'll be transferring to the Faculty of Law.
Okay.
So it really is about finding what suits you best as a person, and personality wise, and something where when you look into the future is something where you can see and imagine yourself being in that position to create meaningful impact. But at the end of the day, your career choice or your overall degree should be something that it is passion. Like, it's all about passion, something that drives you, that it doesn't feel like, oh, it's a next task or just something that you have to complete different tests just to complete.
I like that. Latif, what about you?
So for me, my journey has been one that is quite similar to Kayvon's, except I started in banking and finance. And then after doing about 2 years in the program, I realized I did not want to go into banking at all. And then coming September, I'll be switching to IMC because I think I'm more into marketing. I just want to know what that's like because doing sponsorship, I realized that I found something that I like doing. I like communicating with people, and I think that marketing is something that would suit me more.
What about you, Reggie?
I think the thing I'd say to Sixth Form Reggie is to put yourself out there. Really don't limit yourself. Because when I was coming to university, I'm coming from St. Mary. I didn't know anything about the university experience. I also want to give a shout out to all the first generation university students. It's a very scary, it's a different experience when you're the first member of your direct family coming to university. So definitely I'd say, put yourself out there, experience things, and it's really in doing that I am where I am today, so it is a scary transition, but trust yourself to be able to get into these spaces and fill these spaces and do exceptionally well.
Well, I kind of feel like Matthew, Kevin, and Latifa kind of just want to stay at university longer while them switching.
Oh, no. Trust me, it's not that.
I get out. And interestingly, it seems that all of us here have switched degrees.
Really?
Because I started in chemistry. I started in science and technology, and after a year, I kind of realized that I like this stuff, but it's not necessarily bringing me where I want to go. And so I sought the academic advice that I needed so that I could transition to the Faculty of Medical Sciences where I am now. And I'm enjoying my degree program. I'm looking towards a master's in the same faculty. Nice. So, it's very important that you seek advice, especially when you're coming in from first year. Don't wait till third year. Before you realize that, this made me hate the degree. I'm not going to do it for the rest of my life.
I like that.
So David and Diana were discussing the difference between dorming and commuting. So from your point of view, explain more about the difference, and what would you advise first year students? Would it be better to dorm or commute? So you can start with Rajay.
So it really does depend on your circumstances. In my first year when I was in science and technology, I was actually a commuter. And I got the commuting experience as much as I could. And then I spent the next 3 years of my life on hall, like at the El Salirani Hall, the best hall on UWI, and so I think that definitely gave me a different perspective as to the university experience. So it depends on your situation, really and truly. If you know that, you're the type of person who you need that community, you need people around you to be supporting, you need people within the same field, you need people with the same interest, and you want to connect with people like that, then I would definitely 100% recommend that you dorm if you have the choice, right? You choose a hall, the El Salirani Hall, of course, and you dorm.
Right. So you basically got the best of both worlds. Let me hear from Kavan though.
Right. I think I share the same sentiment as Raji. A commuter's experience versus a person who is dorming on hall is different because of the myriad of activities that we have on hall that really instill a level of culture within the university space. It makes like the whole experience like different. I know that, you know, some persons who are commuting, it depends on your degree as well, because I had friends who were over by SciTech, and it was really strenuous for them to commute on a regular basis from, you know, their respective homes to come back to school, you know, and their tight schedule. So being on hall give you that level of flexibility to, you know, you can unwind, you can go out to your room whenever you have breaks, etc. But I think based on like the different competitions and events that we have at the university, when you're part of a hall or attached to a hall, even if you're a commuter, you can still be attached to a hall, and it still gives you a different level of experience and expertise in knowing that, oh, your university experience won't be something that is, you know, just surface level where you just come to school and, you know, you go to classes, and then by the time the end of the day done, you just, you know, you go back home. Being on hall, we always have night activities going on, volleyball, at night time until like 4 a.m. And then you have, you know, well, at the towers, the Elsa Lear Riding Hall, we have so much activities that you can be a part of that, you know, if you're passionate or skilled in different areas, you can, you know, tap into those skills. I know that for me, when I was in high school, I did mostly volleyball as a sport, but since I've been at Towers, I started learning badminton, tennis, just so much activities. I know we have TPAC, the Towers Performing Arts and Cultural Kaleidoscope, which is different cultural aspects. You have culinary arts, you have art, you have drama, you have dance, you have so much things that you can just be a part of. But if you're just, you know, a commuter, you don't necessarily get that level of experience at that community. Emphasis on the community that really can help you within the university life overall.
I like that. And you know, what I'm loving is that university hall life experience just gives you, as you say, a myriad of things to do. You know, other skill sets you can tap into, other clubs. That's obviously as well leadership opportunities, but that community, that sense of community that you can get involved in as well. But I know we're speaking about some of the positives. Can you tell us some of the negatives though? Because the university life also, we're talk about some of the things that are maybe not so glamorous about living on a hall, and how do we deal with those types of things?
I think the biggest issue that a student will have when you decide to become a resident on a hall is you have to learn to manage your time, you know, because things are happening all over the campus all day, every day. There's not a day where this campus is silent. Even in some of the universities, still buzzing. So one of the biggest challenges that you really have to overcome is time management, because you pay to be here.
Yes.
You want to enjoy that experience as much as you can. However, remember, the reason why your parents are paying for you to be here is a degree. You get what I say? And you don't want to fall behind because you're trying to do too much. So developing that time management is extremely important. And even as a commuter as well, you know, you know, say you have to go, you're on the road, you have to reach a school by X time, you have to do this class and that class, and you still want to participate in X and Y. You get me? So time management is definitely one of the biggest problems that people have. Yeah, especially in their first year, especially in that transition, balancing the co-curricular aspects and the academic aspects. That's the biggest problem, the biggest challenge that people have, really.
That's true.
Any for you, Latifa, apart from time management?
Apart from time management, I'd say really, again, it goes into time management, but it's like building a schedule that you can work with.
Yes.
Because like I started off as a commuter as well. I was commuting from Bull Bay, right? And I had night classes because I also work like a full-time job.
Yes.
So going to classes in the night, having class start at 6 p.m. and end at 9, and then have to leave from campus, go back home. That was like draining.
A journey.
It was like, at that point in time, like some of the worst things that I've had to experience, because I had to go home, and then I know that I'd get home by 10:30, and then I have to be up by 6 a.m. to get to work tomorrow morning. And in addition to that, I had to study. So I was like slacking off in school because I had no time to study. I was prioritizing stuff. And a lot of stuff got like disregarded of, because like I had to like be like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to have to give up this in order to do it. Especially because like I'm somebody who's like very social, and I wanted to be like in the tower space, in the UE space, doing stuff. Like I did drama. We have Spirit Society. I did Spirit Society. I tried cheerleading. So I was just trying to put myself out there, getting to know people, getting to know the university campus, because a lot of the time I got lost because again I'm going to night and I'm going to night classes, so I didn't get like the normal like tour of UE campus or hanging out with friends, because a lot of my friends that I had at the time, they had day classes, so I had to like find my way around campus. A lot of the time calling up people that I knew and asking for directions, or just meeting random people on the road and asking for directions to classes. So it's really like knowing what it is that your priority is and focusing on that, which can be very difficult, especially if you're someone who isn't, well, how do I say it? Like you don't know yourself really.
Confident.
Yeah.
Confident. What about you, Roger?
I think.
Come on, sorry.
Okay, I mean, Roger touched on time management, and Lati did the same.
Adjusting to communal living.
Yeah. I mean, sure. I mean, well, I would think more on the lines of understanding or navigating different personalities and people. Because when you come into the university space, you realize that there's, different persons that you'd have to deal with, different, types of personalities.
Yes.
Right? So it could be difficult because, some persons really don't know how to communicate. There's just so many different, intricacies of, human beings and the interaction with humans that you need to understand. But overall, I think it just takes you understanding, that persons are going to be different. What you experienced in high school and the interaction that you had when you were in high school is going to be different when you enter university space with big people, because it's not just people in your age group that you have to interact with. You'll interact with people that are above 20 or above 30, right? So it's just about navigating that and just understanding who you are, because don't let other person's personality overthrow what what's within you as a person, that what's your true character. Because when you're in a space and you have so many things going on, you tend to get easily influenced, right? So it's about being strong-minded and level-headed at the same time.
So being strong-minded, balancing that out, and balancing your time. Stick and stay. Don't go away. This is the Talk Up Youth Radio Show. More after this break. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie. Talk Up Youth. We'll soon come back.
Outperform, outlast. We top performance. Jackhammer. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Pot select tools, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Built it, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-6111-4. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
The race to 32. Nationwide 90 FM's coverage of the 2025 general elections. Coming soon.
Ladies, tune in to the Design Studio on July 5 from 1 to 3 p.m. as we broadcast live from the Garden Group Ladies Expo. Come to Jamaica's ultimate Ladies' Day at the National Arena. Experience over 100 exhibitors featuring fashion, beauty, food and wine tastings, health, finance, career tips, live entertainment, and more. Gather your girlfriends for an unforgettable day of glam, growth, and great vibes. Can't make it? We got you covered. Tune in to the Design Studio on July 5 from 1 to 3 p.m. It's the Garden Group Ladies Expo, the ultimate ladies' day out. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Garden Group and Stewart's Automotive Group.
And if you hear this something, go on, bend your back, go on, bend your knees.
Talk Up Youth and talk the truth. I yet for the bush that representing for Talk Up Youth. Here and nationwide, 90 FM. Every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush.
believers, yeah. When I got the blessings, when I got the blessings, them out the sharp like scissors.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. And today we are all about new transitions. And we are now currently in the M&M segment discussing with our friends from the El Salirani Towers Hall, that transition to university life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between. We're learning about, don't be so stressed about, your career path just yet. You might start something and don't like it. Not because you have to stay at university longer, but you might then find your passion and start to do it,
Yeah.
And then, living on a hall isn't that bad people may seem. You have to do balance your time, have a schedule, and of course learn how to live with different people and navigate spaces. But apart from those lows, let's talk about some of the highs. I see that all three of you are currently members of the El Salirani Hall Executive. What are you looking forward to for the new academic year, starting with the hall chair and then Kevin and then Latifa?
For this academic year, I'm thankful for the team that I have, including Latifa and Kevin. I have a very hardworking team, a very hardworking hall committee, and this year we're really looking we're looking to focus on student development. We're looking to ensure that our residents, every fresher that comes into the El Salirani Hall space, they feel connected to a part of they feel connected or a part of a community that cares about them. There's an interconnection. We want to ensure that we expose them to all the positive things that the university has to offer. We want to ensure that you can come to the university as an 18, a 19, a 20, a 25-year-old, and you didn't know you didn't know much about yourself. But when you leave this space, when you leave the El Salirani Hall, even if you're with us for just 1 year, when you leave, you should have a better understanding of yourself as a person and have a vision for your life, and you would have unlocked some skills and some talents that you probably never even did know so you have. So this year the focus is really 1, dominating the university space, and 2, ensuring that our residents get the full positive university experience.
I like that, Mr. Hodge. What about you, Kavan? Your publications coming each year?
Right. So I think one of the most important things that I'm looking forward to is just as it relates mostly to publications and the committee itself and just overall media house. So we have a theme that we work with. Every year we develop a theme, and our theme this year is Operation 13 The Hunt. And formulating that theme and coming up with the concept is more than just a random theme. Other persons might just have theme just for theme's sake, but we were very strategic in why we chose our theme, and it has a storyline, it has a meaning. So what I'm looking forward to is bringing that theme out in everything that we do for the rest of the year, whether it's intramural activities, whether it's just our social media platform, whether it's the shirt designs, just everything that we do should embody what Operation 13 The Hunt stands for. And it's about a revolution. It's about bringing back the spirit of Towers and just overall the university experience. It's about embracing that spirit and strength and vigor within each of us. It's about going above, it would basically be going above and beyond the call of duty to ensure that you put yourself in a position where you strive for excellence. As at the Towers, as a learning hall, our theme is, on the hunt, leading the pack, on the hunt for excellence. And that is what we want to embody throughout the year. And, as the publication committee chairperson, and, I'm mostly in charge of graphic design, etc. So I'm looking forward to really testing my skills and abilities to make sure that I'm contributing to the hall in a positive way and also building my portfolio at the same time.
I like that. What about you, Latifa?
So for me, as the sponsorship representative, what I'm really looking forward to is collaboration. My portfolio looks and builds on maintaining our relationships that we have currently and making new relationships, forming connections with different corporate institutions, and not only like corporate institutions, but even like students, because there are several students who have like businesses.
Right.
They have things that they want to promote in the university space and to promote on Towers. So it's really like focusing on that. And again, I did mention before that I wanted to get into marketing. So I think that here is like where I can harness those skills so that in the future when I am pursuing my career, it's like I can do it to the best of my abilities. Right now, we want to my portfolio is focusing on like making partnerships or Omega, right, which is like a booklet that we give to our fresher students with businesses that are in there and partnerships that we are currently forming. So we're focusing on that. It's a collaboration with the Media House Committee, so Kayvon's portfolio is involved in that. So it's like focusing as much as possible on maintaining and managing our relationship with our partners.
Yeah.
I like that, collaboration, testing yourself. So even though you're student leaders, you're also using the opportunity to also test yourself and your abilities. And what else you can also learn from your experiences. I think, Matthew, another question that I think I want to find out from the team here from Elsa Rian is, they've reflected and told us about what their past self would think about what they've learned now. But, thinking about your future now, what do you think your future self should remember about these experiences you're having on Hall?
So,
yeah, you can go ahead.
Well, thinking about my future self, I can, track back to even why I came to Towers. Before I decided to, come to Towers, I was somewhat, I'm introverted, very closed off person, isolate myself quite a lot of times. But, seeing Towers when I was at high school and, social media, and just hearing how persons spoke about Towers in such a high regard, and, the fact that it allows you to tap into a different level or version of yourself. And also seeing the persons that were at Towers before, persons like Javon Garden and Daniel Mullings, those persons were really influential, and persons that were doing stuff, are currently doing stuff, impactful stuff in their community. So I think in the future, I foresee myself being in, a position where I'm stepping into spaces where I can be more confident in myself and, possess a level of, a different level of skills based on what I learned at Towers, because Towers is not just a community, but a space that nurtures you into becoming a person where you can be successful in life, because it tests you on so much level, like on different, skill-based levels. And the fact that, as we mentioned previously, there's so many things at Towers, so many persons that you can interact with, or RAs are very skilled, and, they're very, we call that dedicated persons that you can learn from. There are so many leaders in the space that you can learn from. And I think for my future self and being at Towers, I foresee me being able to do that as well.
I like that. What about you, Roger?
I definitely want to tell my future self, I'm looking at you now. I want you to remember that, bro, you can do anything. If you remember, and in the same way we said, look at the past, look at past you. Remember where you're coming from and where you are now and what you've been able to do, right? Remember that whatever space that you step into, you can do anything, right? And that's one of the things that the Elsa Learning Hall has taught me. The only thing I haven't been involved in my university experience is probably something like singing and dancing, because I really don't have that. So maybe that's one of the things that you maybe by then you're gonna know if you do that. Maybe by then, but remember, any challenge that is put in front of you, you can do it. And I know that my future self looking back at this right now is going to look back and feel very proud.
That you said you could do it. I like that. Latifa?
So for me, I'd look to my future self, and like her in that moment, she'll probably look at this moment and say, boy, it be rough, but I'm gonna do it. Because the university life has been a journey. And again, like switching your degree, questioning your self-worth, if it is that this is something that you really want to do. Even like putting myself out there to join the hall committee, be a part of the exec for the hall. It was something that I had to like really deliberate on, if it was something that I was willing to see if I could do, right? And just even like working full time, getting involved in, tried sports.
Emphasis on tried.
Oh, okay. Tried sports, tried dancing. Well, I'm a dancer. Tried dancing. I tried so many things in my time at the university, and it's something that I will be proud of, to say that I may not have been successful doing those stuff, but at least I did it, I made an attempt. I even play volleyball right now, and I'm like...
Stop lying to the people, then.
And I think
to play volleyball.
Well, at least as she said again, you know, you're trying something new and you
yeah.
tried something new. I think that's what our future selves should be proud of. That, you know, we don't live with that regret that we never got the opportunity to do something. And, you know, living on a hall and enjoying these experiences in university life have allowed you to also experience things you didn't think you could experience.
And you know, I'm like a sponge right now. I'm taking
it all in.
I'm taking it all in. And before I was more on the commuting side, you know, but listening to the convo and how it's going,
the hall side now
sounding pretty good.
they made their case to you.
Yeah, so I might have to make a decision to switch to dorming, cause
and remember, you don't have to live on the hall to be a part of the LSLA right now.
Yeah. Really, tell us more about that.
It's a community, right? So we have our commuters, their official rank and title. We call them Kappas, and it's an entire community dedicated to persons who don't live on hall, but they still want to be a part of the LSLA Irani Hall. We have dedicated spaces. We have a spacious, comfortable commuters lounge, which is something that not every hall can boast. Where you can come in between your classes and you can sit and you can chill out in an AC, meet and greet with other members of the hall community. And so we provide spaces for you, even as a commuter. You can come as long as your ID says LSLA Irani Hall. You can come to towers, interact with the population, be a part of anything that you want to be a part of. And we do make special accommodations if you yourself want to participate in something. You know, there's a big competition and you want to represent us and you want to participate. We do make those accommodations for you. So even if you still remain a commuter, remember you can always be a Kappa.
There's always a home for you.
And there's like, even with the orientation process, we don't only do orientation for people who live on hall. We do orientation for Kappas as well.
It's a dedicated orientation process.
Yeah, we have induction for Kappas as well.
Yeah.
So
we have a whole committee dedicated towards
your development as an off-campus student.
Yeah.
There's an executive member. Her name is Michaela Walters.
Yeah, big up Michaela.
At Michaela Walters on Instagram.
She is like the off-campus representative.
Yeah.
So she's the head of the off-campus committee.
And she was a commuter before she came on the house.
So she can really tell you about that experience.
Yeah, I was commuting when I was participating for tours. Like last year, I was commuting while doing drama, and it was hard, but again, it was worth it. Like
you enjoyed the reward.
Yeah, I made so many friends and learned different things about myself. Like I never saw myself performing for drama ever, but then I just did it, and you know.
Yeah,
I did it.
I like that. I like that. That's a nice way to end, you know, that I did it. And I just want to just, you know, big up all three of you for the work that you're doing for the LSLA Irani Towers Hall, for the University of the West Indies Mona campus as a whole, but also for sharing your story and sharing with our listeners and viewers today, you know, the importance of just doing it, being a part of university life, balancing and pivoting through all of it, you know, as you continue onward and upwards towards your success. So just want to thank you and big you up and thank you for coming out and supporting today. Your Talk Up Youth family here is very appreciative of what you have done and also that you will continue to do to ensure not only your lives but the lives of other students are benefiting and benefit so well at university as they transition. And I'm sure I'm going to look forward to seeing, you know, on social media, on even, can you just remind us of your social media for the LSLA Irani Hall?
Yeah, well, it's at LR Towers Hall.
At LR Towers Hall on Instagram. We're on YouTube at the LSLA Irani Hall. We're on TikTok. Is it Wolfpack? LR Wolfpack? On TikTok.
So I'm looking forward to seeing all of the different activities that you'll do for induction and orientation week to welcome new students so that students can also feel that the transition won't be as stressful and strenuous as others make it seem.
We have a dedicated team, the orientation committee, dedicated a group of students, betas that are dedicated just to your transition, just to ensuring that your academic transition, your social transition and everything goes as smoothly as possible. And even thereafter, as a first year student, you come into the LSLA or FYE program dedicated to ensuring that your first year, you maximize it, you make the best of your first year experience.
Rajay, Kavana, Latifa, thank you for stopping by today. This is the Talk Up Youth radio show, the voice of Jamaican youth, and the ELR Tower is going to help us to close out this break. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie. Talk Up Youth. We'll soon come back.
All I need is good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking high G-O-D, yeah. Good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency.
Calling all seafood lovers on Sunday, July 13, Rum Bar Rum presents Little Ochi Seafood Carnival at Little Ochi Alligator Pond with high energy performances. The dance boss, Jamal, the lyrical agent, Sasko, the corn boss, Area Code. Pre-sold tickets $3,000 at the gate $4,000. Music by Bass Odyssey and Star Level. Tickets available at Rainforest Island Wide, Little Ochi, Little Dutchy, Father Bull. Free Kiddies Village, so bring the kids. You must be 18 years and older to drink. Drink responsibly. Sunday, July 13, Little Ochi Seafood Carnival. See you there.
Why rush around town for back to school shopping? Nationwide 90 FM is making it easy at our back to school fair. Come get your child measured for uniforms, check their shoe size, and purchase essentials right there on the spot. St. James, Hanover, Westmoreland, Trelawney, St. Elizabeth. We've got everything in one place just for you. That's Saturday, July 26, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Harmony Beach Park, Montego Bay. The Nationwide 90 FM Back to School Fair.
Ladies, tune in to the Design Studio on July 5 from 1 to 3 p.m. as we broadcast live from the Garden Group Ladies Expo. Come to Jamaica's Ultimate Ladies Day at the National Arena. Experience over 100 exhibitors featuring fashion, beauty, food and wine tastings, health, finance, career tips, live entertainment, and more. Gather your girlfriends for an unforgettable day of glam, growth, and great vibes. Can't make it? We got you covered. Tune in to the Design Studio on July 5 from 1 to 3 p.m. It's the Garden Group Ladies Expo, the ultimate ladies' day out. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Garden Group and Stewart's Automotive Group.
And if you hear this something, go on, bend your back, go on, bend your knees.
But is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I'll soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Sweat.
Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales at nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
Looking for your perfect place to call home? Let Nationwide 90 FM be your guide with Let's Talk Real Estate, the key to unlocking the property world. Tune in every Wednesday at 4:05 p.m. during the E-Zone for 15 minutes of must-hear insights. Whether you're buying your first home, investing in commercial spaces, exploring industrial opportunities, or eyeing a plot of land, we've got you covered. Brick by brick, lot by lot. From dreamers to developers, we break down the real estate maze. It's Let's Talk Real Estate every Wednesday at 4:05 p.m. during the E-Zone, only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Let's Talk Real Estate is brought to you by Law Boss Attorneys at Law and British Caribbean Insurance Company, BCIC.
Everything loud and wicked every Saturday 3 to 5 p.m. with Outside with Pepita. Loan vibes, loan laughs, and loan entertainment. Come on the road with we. Cause when we say Outside with Pepita, we're there all over Jamaica. Anyway, check them out. We're there. We're in on the business. Stay tuned in for prizes, surprises, giveaways, guest artists, and enough more. But hold on there. We forget to pick up my DJ. DJ Jerome, the shell boss, I'm gonna make it bust to pew pew with the maddest, baddest, and latest tunes. So look out for Outside with Pepita. We might be coming to a town near you. You heard it here first. Outside with Pepita, Saturdays 3 to 5 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. The new revolution in media. Jamaica, lock it in and don't miss a thing.
Real ghetto youth, we know the struggles, we know the truth, alright. Real ghetto youth, Maja Bless representing for Talk Up Youth.
I'll figure it out. Oh, it's high, that's why. You recording?
Yo, stop.
Tripping diamonds, dim my teeth in gold. This freeze but my body happy, ocean like my soul. I be showing vivid, lucid in your dreams. I leave behind inside your mind something you never seen. I like what I see, bring it, come to me. I can't hold no meds, making deep pockets. Can't see no stop sign, I can't waste no time. Getting dollar signs, money on my mind. Get windy for this money, know exactly what I need. Get windy for this money, Pillsbury up in my jeans. Get windy for this money, get it done by any means. Get windy for this money, every kind of currency. Need those dead faces, big black briefcases. Need my time alone. Don't try call my phone. D&D that don't believe that me no talk.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, and we are live here in an Eminem-tastic day. What does that mean by Eminem-tastic, Matthew? I don't even remember.
Matthew and Malik, you know,
Eminem. And today we've been talking about transitions and new transitions and what that has meant, for people transitioning from high school to university. The high schoolers were here, the university students were here. What was that like?
To be honest, it was eye-opening, especially with the UWI Hall reps talking about their experience and just life on campus on a whole. But as well as, talking with my friends, reminiscing about graduation and what we expect for college life, it was amazing. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Very interesting dialogue. And as we said, we're bigging up and also congratulating all those young persons who, just graduated from PEP or high school. And if you'd like, before the end of the show, to call and give us a big up, you can send us a message as well on our YouTube page. Again, good afternoon, YouTube family. Or call us at 630-9371-24. That's 9371. 630-9372-7374. Call in and give your shout outs and big ups as we celebrate and congratulate all those people who have done so very well in their high school and have graduated from high school and from PEP and even basic school. The graduations, all these students have gone down. So just call us or send us a message on our YouTube page and we'll be sure to celebrate and share them with all our viewers and listeners today. But now we are switching over into our Bust the Youth segment and we have a very special guest. Who is that guest, Matthew, here today?
Marcel Sherry. Now, Marcel Sherry is a Jamaican-born singer, songwriter, and visual artist known for her genre-blending sound rooted in dancehall and enriched by soul, hip-hop, and experimental influences. Based in Kingston, she made her official debut in 2023 with the single Inamo Vibes, following years of creative exploration. Her 2025 visual EP, Elemental, offers a bold, introspective look at her evolving artistry. Marcel's work reflects a deep commitment to storytelling, emotion, artistic growth, making her one of the most distinctive emerging voices in contemporary Caribbean music. And when I was hearing the instrumental before we came back, I was like, I have a vibe too.
Yeah, a big vibe. So welcome to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, Marcel. How are you today?
Thank you for having me. The Eminem show.
Yeah. No, there's no triple M now because it's Marcel, Matthew,
M to the third
and Malik. Yeah, M to the third part. I like that.
Thank you for having me. I'm delighted to be here.
We're excited to have you here as well. But trust me, you can already see that you already have a vibe. Mm-hmm. You're coming up with some more vibes. Just tell us a little bit more about your craft, your art. Why it's so important to you.
Well, I think it's my calling. It's something that I've been experimenting with since high school in terms of performing on the stages, the Christmas concert, and the times you get the chance to. But I was known as that girl that was so irritating, walking around the school with my friends singing at the top of our lungs. When Pitch Perfect was out and the Cup song was popular, we used to play that and grab a little change at the front of the school. Any chance I got to be on a stage, I was there. I was always practicing, singing. I started writing my own music in about fifth form as well. And I was like, you know what? This is something I want to do. But I didn't think that I had enough experience then. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
And, I have a very supportive, very stern mom. So she was like, let's wait. Let's wait until you're a little older, more mature, more experienced.
Right.
So I went to college. I did the 4 years, but I was a COVID college goer.
Ah.
So I heard you guys talking about the experience, and mine got cut a little short because I had to do my final year online. And graduation virtually, everything. So yeah, I think after graduation from college, that was the right time. So I started in 2023. I graduated in 2021. So I worked a little, and then I was like, you know what? Now is the time to
now is the time
to actually take this seriously as a career.
So what I like about artists is that they don't stick to one genre in particular. And I like how your music kind of like a mellow Afrobeat, but it also says like dancehall enriched with hip hop. So what inspired you to take from those different genres?
Boy, what doesn't inspire me? I feel like I'm inspired by everything. I could sit down in here, look around the studio and grab inspiration from just what's in here, So
and I think that's the value of a true artist, though.
Yeah,
They can grab inspiration from anything.
Everything. If it's visual, drama, photography, movies, music, I love everything. And throughout high school, I always say, I want to be an R&B singer. I love R&B. R&B is my favorite genre. And then I'm like, but I'm Jamaican at heart, and you can't really do nothing as a Jamaican without a little dancehall or reggae influence. So it's just natural to me, it's innate. So I was like, okay, anything I do in dancehall going to have to be a part of it already. But at my true heart and soul, I love to sing. So I have to infuse a little bit of the R&B sound. Afro pop is on the rise now. Piano, all those subgenres from Afrobeat. So I love those too. One of my favorite genres is even trap music. So I listen to everything, country, whatever it may be. And I draw inspiration from so many different places. I'm like, well, how can I turn this into my own thing then?
Right.
Yeah, take inspiration from something I love listening to and create my own thing from it.
I like that. And you said your official debut in 2023 in My Vibes. What was the response and feedback like to your debut?
A lot of people were shocked. And it was kind of unexpected that they would have been shocked.
Really?
Because people would have known that this is something I would have wanted to do. But I kind of kept it under wraps, if we're being completely honest. I didn't really do much to roll out or lead up. It was kind of mysterious. It was like, okay, I'm working on something.
That was deliberate, was it?
Not really. It just happened naturally. But now, looking back at it, I kind of like how it happened, because when I dropped it, I was like, okay, guys, I'm taking it seriously. Everyone's like, wait, whoa, what? So it was kind of a shocker for most people who would have followed me or known me for other things.
Right.
Because my social media presence before this was mainly just me giving my opinions. I kind of had a podcast at one point in time.
Okay.
So, I'm always in the media doing something with my voice, but I don't think they expected, I'm an artist now. So, but I got positive reviews from it. It had a music video. The music video did really well. Nice. It was my first time filming anything like that for myself, and it was just really fun.
Nice. I want to know, though, you said now that, people are thinking about you seriously. What do you hope that your music will do for people generally?
Boy, the same thing that music does for me. Whether it's gonna be an escape, whether it's gonna be you're drawing inspiration from something that I've done.
Right.
I feel there's nothing new under the sun. There's only new ways of interpreting and delivering. So if you hear something that I do and you like that and you want to recreate it, have at it. I try to find a balance because I have so many different sides to my personality. There's a serious side and there's the goofy, funny side. I'm known most for my sense of humor. So some things are just fun. If you want to party and dance to it, you can do that. If you want to feel good, if you want to listen to it, if it's more emotional and tapping into that side and you just want to hold a meds, you can do that too. Whatever it is that I'm feeling, I kind of want to evoke those same emotions
through your music.
Yeah.
Well, I know you didn't just come here to the Busty Youth segment without something. I'm sure there's some track you want to listen to right now. I'm sure our engineer has something from your library that we have to listen to now. So let's turn over to our engineer.
Yo, Sam.
on my vibes, you know. And this buffet just a light, you know. When me stepping out the dance, fresh and clean, new to the scene. Every man dream, being on my vibes, you know. And we are go have a time, you know. Champagne pop, every last drop. We taking shot after shot after shot. We step up in at the party. See a man in my wine pan a shotty. And you know, say me, I forget a chance. Boy, can I have this dance? Come closer. Me want to put this body upon ya. With my hand on my rum, boy don't run, just bring it come. Beating on my vibes, you know. And this buffet just a light, you know. When me stepping out the dance, fresh and clean, new to the scene. Every man dream, beating on my vibes, you know. And we are go have a time, you know.
So that one is in my vibes. Tell us some more about that. It has a little, as you said, whatever emotion you're feeling, you want us to feel. So it's very smooth and sultry.
Are you in your vibes right now?
Clearly.
So yeah, that was honestly, it was on a whim.
Yes.
I wanted the first single I dropped, like I said, to be R&B. So I had an R&B song in the bag and I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. And then I was performing at a live show and I met the producer of Inama Vibes and went to the studio and I was telling him about the R&B song and he's like, all right, I'm going to give you a challenge. Since you haven't done anything really dancehall or reggae before, I'm going to give you 5 words. And he said vibes, party, dance, must say Roma and something else, right? And I was like, okay, what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah.
And I went home and I was like, writer's block. I was like, I've never written anything like this before. Let me try a thing. And I went to a party. And when I came back home 2 a.m., I was like, let me have a shot at this.
Wow.
And I wrote the song in my kitchen, standing up like resting on the counter. I wrote the song on my phone. I was like, all right, we could try this. And we went, recorded it. They liked it. So I was like, okay, let's do this. And I wrote the treatment for my own video. I directed my own video.
No.
Yeah. So that's why I think that's why it's more of a visual artist now. People start calling me that because I'm like, oh, I didn't consider myself that before. But, you know, I'm directing, I'm styling, I'm doing my own hair, I'm doing my own makeup, everything. So
because you see the concept and you want to make sure it's executed to the highest.
Yeah. So I got a team of friends at the time. We really came together, pulled it off. We did 2 scenes. One was like a road trip to Ocho Rios, a beach day with the girls. But at the beach, we were kind of recounting the events from the night before when I was telling him about the guy I saw in the club. So, you know, storytelling and all that good stuff. But yeah, it was fun.
And I like that, you know, that you're getting all those elements of the storytelling, the emotion, and of course, the different flavors in the music. But I like how, as you said, what you want for your music is to ensure that your listeners feel exactly, or your viewers feel, just watching the video, know exactly what you are feeling in the moment. I really, really like that for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I think as artists though, and as growing as an artist, it's important that, you know, you engage, as you said, your friends and other people to support you. Is there anybody you want to big up and, you know, thank for what they've been doing for you so far?
She's gonna get tired of hearing this, I know. But every single interview I do, every single thing I do, I'm like, my mom all the way straight. Like, she is the definition and the pillar of support. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without her and her full 100 support. Naturally, my friends, my family, everybody, all of her friends too.
Yes.
I've been growing my network, you know, and even new people who are following me and letting me know that, oh, they see what I'm doing and they like what I'm doing. So I appreciate every single person who is now with me on this journey.
Big up mommy and all of the supporters of Marcel who are on the journey with her. So what's next for Marcel?
Well, right now, you know, is straight elemental. We're doing elemental until we can't do elemental anymore. So elemental is my debut EP. It's a visual EP. It's 4 tracks and 4 visualizers, and they all coincide with the 4 elements: earth, water, air, fire.
Yeah.
So we're on an elemental run right now. If you don't, this is the cover art. Cover art for the project. So we're on a very serious elemental.
So on YouTube, you've got a nice little sample there. She'll show you what the cover art looks like.
I'm showing you. Hopefully, you'll get to see after.
And you know, I've never heard of an artist that's doing what you're doing, like making songs around the elements. I'm very intrigued to see how that will turn out, honestly.
Yes, I want you guys to watch everything and see everything after this. But yeah, I mean, sometimes things just come to me. I'll be watching something or literally in dreams. I don't want to make it sound weird, but I will wake up and I'll be, my dreams, I'm like, wait, that bad? Like, let's write that down. You want to see my notes? I just write everything down and I'm like, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to do 4 songs. And I have the concept before I even listen to any rhythms or write anything. It's all about conceptualizing, and then I delve deeper into that as we go along, you know?
Important.
So we're on an elemental run right now. Sit Pretty, Tunnel Vision, Deep Pockets, Little Bass. Those are the songs that we're
I like that. And where can we follow and follow your journey and enjoy your music some more?
All right, so I'm on all streaming platforms. I can't think of one that I'm not on as Marcel Cherie, and this Cherie is Cherie.
Okay.
And then social media, you can find me on all platforms at DJ Mossy, which is DJ MAWSI.
Ah, nice. And so, obviously in the Bust the Youth segment, so we can't let you leave without giving us some Marcel Cherie. So, what are you thinking about giving us today?
I'm thinking of maybe giving you guys a little taste of the tunnel vision.
Okay.
Just a little,
a little teaser.
A little snippet, just a little snippet.
Yeah, not too much. All right, take it away, Mr. DJ.
So this is Tunnel Vision, the last track on the EP, and the element that this goes with is Earth. Produced by Sebastian Music.
Yo, Sam.
Now I tell you me no remember them when me done with friend. You can see it in my eyes, I'm thinking. You can see it in my eyes, I'm thinking. You can see it in my eyes, not blinking. Dough not shrinking, Ralph not sinking. Spun me from a mile of squinting. Head sick, I'm a fool, Head hot, keep me cool, If you run up, you're out of luck. No give no, me out of trust, yeah. Tunnel eyes, tunnel vision, yeah. I am doing my big one, yeah. Detaching from my crazy. Can't make me, can't break me. Tunnel eyes, tunnel vision, yeah. I am doing my big one, yeah. Detaching from my crazy. Can't make me, can't break me. Tunnel eyes, tunnel vision. I am doing my big one. Detaching from my crazy. Can't make me, can't break me. Can't make me, can't break me. Can't make me, can't break me. Detaching from my crazy. Them tell me different goals, different mindsets. Different goals, different mindsets. Tell them say me done with friends, say the new me, I fi stay far from them. Say that is not my nature. I never been a faker. And my ex was my biggest hater. That guy still owes me paper. Too many girls and not enough exes. Tell him take time, that's way too reckless. That's way too reckless. That's way too reckless. Tunnel vision, yeah. I am doing my big one, yeah. Yep.
I like it. That is Tunnel Vision. Wow, Marcel, I just can't wait to see the full thing roll out. That was excellent. And just how, just string the words together. The hallmark, I think, of a true artist is just how you really just play on words.
Yeah, it's the flow, yeah. It's crazy, man.
It's it was wow. So, we just want to wish you, as your Talk Up Youth Radio family, all the very best. We're looking forward to obviously following different pages. Remind us again before we go about the different pages and about seeing this Elemental EP.
Yeah,
just come to fruition.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And you can find me on all streaming platforms at Marcel Cherie, MarcelleCherie. And on the socials, I'm DJ Mossy, DJ MAWSI. Elemental is out now on all platforms. Stream it, watch the visualizers, connect with me, let me know what you think. And yeah.
Bust the Youths. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by today with us, Marcel. And overall today, Matthew, we've had a really wonderful episode, Looking at transition just generally flowing, as we said, we spoke to the high schoolers, D Square, from Arden, speaking about, their fears, their enjoyment about, that time they had in high school, and just putting themselves in the right mind frame to move forward into university life. And the bits of advice they even gave themselves about getting to that next phase of life, but also reflecting on the journey and what that meant to them in terms of time management and balancing their time. And I think that was a common thread that, went throughout the episode today. And then what happened with our university students?
Yeah, so what they were talking is mainly about how you manage yourself on campus, right? Not necessarily on campus, whether you're dorming or commuting, time management, keep a level head, everything will be fine. They have people up there that are dedicated to ensure that you feel safe, like a home away from home, So I really like that. I really found that important, especially an incoming first year student myself. I'm really looking forward to it.
And I think they made a case. There's a little debate that we were having between commuting versus living on a hall. And you were saying, so far you have now been swayed away from the debate about commuting to hall. But what were the pros and cons that we saw, with both living off hall or living on campus?
Well, living on campus, it provides a community, but as well as commuting as well, because they were saying that they have a little lounge for themselves, But a con now, they mention heavily time management, because they said a lot of things are going on campus, even nighttime, summertime, it's a whole thing going on. So if you're not managing the time wisely, you're going to sink.
So time management, creating that schedule is very, very important. And I think, in wrapping up on that segment as well, what we learned is you have so many personalities to deal with and navigate throughout and learn from as well. And it's not just persons who are just leaving straight from high school. You have older persons in the system as well that you have to, also navigate and work through as you experience this new journey. But I think another takeaway from me from this episode was, I think something that even Latifa said, which is about just do it. Embrace new challenges, embrace new experiences, and just do it. And even Marcel, in the Bust Youth segment, was just teaching us about how she did it. She started on one path, and then she's saying, now is the right time. Let's go straight into that. And I think it was very important as well.
Definitely, one thing I want to do more is say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes for sure. Any opportunity that comes my way, no matter, well, of course I'm going to think about it a little bit, but the main thing I want to do is say yes, take up the opportunity and see where it takes me.
I like that. And we can even follow even Marcel's example in the end, just seeing how she's using her art and her music to share her emotions, share her stories, and also use as a form of, or mixing the different genres as a form of, honoring her legacy as she's coming from Jamaica and also bringing her music to the world. And, obviously we said as well, if you had any congratulatory remarks you want to send to anyone, you could have called us. And I'm seeing something here coming in on the YouTube page. I see, please send congratulations to Christoph Gale, who will be attending Cornwall College. Love mom, dad, and your siblings, Shay and CJ. So big up Christoph. He is a PEP awardee who will be starting Cornwall College in September. I also see one here from Dr. Colleen Lewis. Please big up my nieces who are going to the Immaculate Conception High School in September. All the very best to them. Thank you, Dr. Colleen Lewis, for sharing as well. I see any more here on YouTube. I see one more big up to Catalea Sinclair, who will be attending the the Mount Alvernia High School in September. Thank you so much, love, Auntie Nikki. So it has been quite a wonderful and engaging episode we've had here today, looking at transitions from one set of your academic journey to another, transition from one set of your social space to another, and what that means for each and every one of us is to just do it. Try engaging new experiences, say yes a little bit more, and also balance your time as best as possible. Anything else you want to say as your takeaway?
Just mirroring the same sentiment, do more, say yes to more things. You never know where it may take you. You never know where you might be because of it. And you never know how better off you'd be
from those experiences. So this has been the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, coming to you live on Nationwide 90 FM today. And we are making way now for the Design Studios with Karen Booker. But before, we have to say very, very, very big thanks and big ups all the time to Empress Golding, our executive producer. Big up Mama E wherever you are, for giving us this platform, this voice, this space for which we can share and empower and motivate Jamaican youth, young people, each and every day. To our Nationwide 90 FM family, for giving us the opportunity as well to share, to learn and grow with others. Thank you so much for this space every time. And big up to our producer, Dr. Suave Damian Scarlett, who is somewhere on the road today, but he made sure we had quite an engaging and informative episode about transitions. And of course, our in-studio engineer today, Kevin, big up yourself, and thank you for making sure that we are here live and direct. And to thank you each and every week, our viewers and listeners, big up our YouTube family each and every week. Thank you for being here with us and supporting us. And of course, to our listeners for tuning into Nationwide 90 FM each and every Saturday. Wow, Matthew, it was so good to see you back in studio this week.
Yeah, it's great to be back.
Please don't be a stranger and come back to any. Well, exam finished now. I know you're going to university. You'll have to balance your time a little bit more. But on behalf of the entire Talk Up Youth Radio Show and the Nationwide News Network family, we want to wish you a safe, restful, eventful, balanced weekend. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie. Talk Up Youth. See you next week.
Yeah. in on my vibes, you know. And this buffet just a light, you know. When me stepping out the dance, fresh and clean, new to the scene, every man dream. Me in on my vibes, you know. And we a go have a time, you know. Champagne pop, every last drop. We taking shot after shot after shot. We step up in the party. See a man in my wine pan a shotty. And you know, say me, I forget a chance. Boy, can I have this dance? Come closer. Me want to put this body upon ya. With my hand on my rum. Boy, don't run. Just bring it come. Me in on my vibes, you know. And this buffet just a light, you know. When me stepping out the dance, fresh and clean, new to the scene, every man dream. Me in on my vibes, you know. And we a go have a time, you know. Champagne pop, every last drop. We taking shot after shot after shot. Me know you love when me wind up slow. I know you love when me tip on toe. I mean, I know when you're leaving, boy, but when you're ready, let me know. See, I've been watching you all night long, wondering when you go hear this song.
You want to win? Then just bet. Bet on the game, no stress, no sweat, and win big in the wanna bet. Just bet promotion. Spend